Hey guys, welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we had a little interruption. The audio went out on the part one of this reading, so if you check the description box below, you should be able to find the beginning. I believe it was 18 minutes and 18 seconds. And then, YouTube decided that I didn't deserve to have any audio. Anyways, all right, let's see. So for those of you that don't have time to watch the other one, we have just a little recap here for you of Knight of Swords, Two of Cups. We've got somebody who has a little bit of impatience. Hello there, Carolyn. How are you doing? Regarding a love matter. So as you can probably guess from the title, there's somebody who's willing to go the distance for a love that is really meaningful to this person, that likely put them into a dark night of the soul or some sort of spiritual awakening, because the distance between their loved one and them has really pushed them to ask themselves, why didn't I, cherish this person or invest in this person when I had the opportunity? Because you are really coming across as the one that got away for this person. You've come out as the Empress, and then the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. But this Nine of Swords in the reverse that came out along with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is one that talks about hope or recovery, finding help. So we could have perhaps a friend or even just, circumstance that brings these two individuals back together, because this King of Swords in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, has figured their crap out, so to speak. Um, that's great, little mousy. All right, let's get. I think I want to do the energy oracle, and then we'll get back to the tarot. What else do we have about this individual, King of Wands? Ah, okay. So they were dishonest about how they felt. Oh, a tale as old as time, you guys. We have somebody here who was hiding how they feel because the people that they were trying to impress in the community they're in would have expected them to be a little bit callous or cavalier regarding a love situation. So the number 7 could be important, because we have the number 7 and then also the number 25. 2 plus 5 equals 7. So this could be something where within the next 7 days, you might hear from this person. For others of you, 7 could be more so about, a birthday, or maybe it's been 7 months since you've heard from them. But we've got something kind of brewing in this person, right? Like, I don't want to keep letting things remain distant, because then I might actually lose you. All right, this is the Morgan Greer. What else do we have? Hello again, Miss Joanna. Man, Miss Joanna, hasn't it been just a little bit rocky lately? I feel like I've had to do part 2s real frequently. I restarted my computer. Hopefully that helps, shut down some of the apps. We'll see. Come on, YouTube gods, be kind. Ah, okay. This is actually a really nice progression. So clarifying the King of Wands in the reverse, the Princess of Swords, and the Six of Cups in the reverse, which is kind of that, like, being a little bit immature, or maybe taking it too far in terms of being a little distant, a little difficult to connect with, right? This is somebody who wasn't really looking to understand anybody's soul or let anybody actually see who they truly were. A little bit of a mask, right? So we have the Ace of Rods or Ace of Wands in the reverse, next to the Five of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Swords. And this is the one that changes the whole thing, right? So because somebody has basically decided, I don't want to live like that anymore. Like, now I'm hearing, I don't want to be a player no more. This person's realized that they messed up. They shouldn't have ghosted, or they should have you know, apologized or spoken in a way that made it clear they didn't want to go through a separation. I'll tell you this though, I think the separation was required. I think this person would not have learned a lesson without there being some sort of separation. This Ace of Swords is saying, I want to make things right. I want to bring balance back into our connection. I don't want to continue to be immature because I know that's how I lose you for good, right? Yes, Mercury retrograde is such a bitch. Ugh. Oh well. That's an excellent call, little mousey. We got too much elevated energy here, just challenging YouTube. Like, but wait, we're used to everyone being on here to listen to like celebrity gossip. Y'all are talking about like soul awakening. What? That's too much. We have the sun, which can actually signify enlightenment. And I think that's how we have to take it here because we've got the Ace of Swords right in front of it. And we're clear the Seven of Cups, somebody treating you like an option or not being, really honest with themselves in terms of your value. But now they get it. This distance or separation has helped them to see more clearly what kind of person you are or what you mean to them. The Son of Swords. Oh, we just had the Ace of Swords. Like, I thought you wanted to be honest. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Did they lie to you about not wanting a relationship when they really did want a relationship? Because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. If they see you now as the Empress, and if they feel like this was a major loss when you walked away, I mean, they're in the Five of Cups, like this is, holy crap, what did I do? Well, you lied. You said that you didn't want to be with someone, but we got the Two Cups. We know you're in love here, guy. And I say guy, but let's just keep in mind all of these cards could be anybody, right? We don't have to assume that the King of Swords in the reverse is for sure a dude. Nine of Cups. Yeah, this person didn't realize that it was time to level up, time to approach a situation with more respect and honesty. So with this Nine of Cups, it's like they were too much in their doing whatever I want kind of mindset to realize that they were losing something they wanted by playing a role that the community expected of them. Hi, guys. What's up? How are you? Do you want to say hi? Hi, guys. My name's Hambone. I'm adorable. And this morning I woke up my mom by jumping on top of her. I love you, mister. All right, so we have somebody that's a little bit in their feels, right? They realized a little bit too late that they were kind of playing fire or playing with fire, right? For some of you, they may have been a little bit stuck on the concept of, the only way I'll be happy is if I'm independent. And if I'm independent, that means I can't fall in love with, I'll see you later. I can't fall in love with somebody. I can't be focused on one person. Maybe this person really just felt like they needed to impress their friends by being a player, right? Like, y'all don't know anything else from me, so this is how I am. And then it started to feel inauthentic, like a shirt that doesn't fit anymore or pants that don't fit anymore, like, oh, I guess I'm not that same version of myself, right? Well, let me tell you this, little mousy. Sometimes telling people who you are doesn't really do the trick. Because then they have to also be willing to listen and expect that you're telling the truth. I think part of the challenge of the dating world right now is so many people are guilty of that gone girl element, right? The idea that, okay, I've studied you for long enough. I found some information on social media about the things that you like. So I've studied up on cars and I've studied up on, skiing or fishing, just so that I can talk to you about things that you like so that you think I'm like the perfect match for you, right? Yeah, exactly, little mousy. So, like, I don't have time for people that need to, oh, thank you, Miss Joanna, that think that they can't trust my words, right? Like either you see me for who I am or you don't. And that's fine with me because I only really want to spend my time on people that value me because they see me for who I am, right? And now, if that means that nobody's valuing me, that's all right. I'm just going to have to deal with that, right? But more often than not, there are people that do see that energy in you. And whether it's as a friend or romantically, they're going to appreciate it, right? Likewise, Trinity, you definitely fit in. All right, so we've got Justice. Page of Swords again. We have it up here. Somebody's been trying to put together a plan. They've been thinking about you a lot, trying to find a way to approach this situation or approach you in a way that really makes it clear to you that they understand that what happened in the past was not a good idea, was not befitting a king. For some of you, this person has been brushing up on their skills. I don't know how to say this. For some of you, this person's reading like self-help books. For others of you, this person's gotten really into some sort of spirituality or religion. They are realizing now that what they originally thought was an ideal partner, possibly somebody that didn't really push them, right? Somebody that just believed whatever they would say, it's not really what they want anymore. You get to a certain point where you approach love or relationships with the understanding that the healthiest kind of relationship you could have is one where somebody calls you on your shit, right? Like, it's not difficult to see that it might be fun to be with somebody that's just, oh, everything you do is perfect. Oh, you're amazing. Yeah, no, I don't have time for that shit. Like, sure, compliment me, say nice things, tell me when I've done a good job, say, hey, that mural you did was chef's kiss. But no, I don't want anybody that thinks I'm perfect. Of course not. Who's perfect? I want you to be able to say, hey, you kind of came across a little bit rude when you told that person, you know, that their shit stunk. Like, please help me be a better person because I would like to be able to do that for you as well, right? Without being a condescending asshole. Like, let's just both be supportive, but also willing to call you out so that you can address the things that hold you back or cause you to create situations that lack this justice, right? So I think this Page of Swords is coming across to me as somebody realizing I want to be in a relationship where I can learn from the other person, but I can also, be held accountable and hold them accountable. Like it's a two-way street, right? Can we help each other? This Lovers in the reverse also makes me feel like somebody avoided making a decision. So we've got the King of Swords in the reverse, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the King of Wands in the reverse. Y'all, this is like a backwards ass emperor here trying to find his way. Let's see if he turns his shit around, shall we? I think we want a little bit of the Egyptian tarot. Six of Pentacles. The Hermit. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, so I make them all pretty and then I pick them up so I can show them to you guys. We've got somebody who was not willing to give you the attention or the time that you deserved, that you warranted, and you pulled back. You were like, oh, okay. I mean, if you don't see how awesome I am, if you don't want to actually get to know who I am as a person, then I'm going to pull back. You don't have to beg me. I don't have to beg you. I'm not going to force anything, right? Like either it happens or it doesn't. And if you're not showing the interest, then I can take a hint and I can walk away, right? Hello there, Karen. How are you doing? Thank you, little mousy. Hello, Pharaoh. How are you? Yes, exactly. Student for life. It has a very nice ring to it. So because somebody was, you know, kind of shortchanging or breadcrumbing the situation, whoever identifies with this Empress was like, look, I know I deserve better. I thought you were going to show me the respect that I have shown you. I have not seen that. I don't think you're really like giving me what I deserve. So I'm going to go off on my own permit. I'm going to, you know, enjoy life by myself without any of those requirements or expectations that a relationship, you know, calls for. I'm going to show you the same non-interest that you've shown me. I'm going to mirror your lack of loyalty, your lack of interest. I can take a hint because I'm sure you guys have already heard me talk about this. There is no way to force love without looking like a giant idiot at the end. Like, I don't know, you guys. I find it a little bit weird that so many people like chase down their exes or pursue people that are interested in somebody else. Like, do you watch Island? I can't talk. Love Island makes me like cringe all the time because it's like, what did I watch? I don't know which season. It's probably the latest one with Will and Ron and Olivia. I think it was Olivia. There was a chick who was picking who her couple would be, and she chose one of three dudes that didn't step forward, indicating interest. Why would you not pick from the two that actually expressed interest? Like, why? I don't know. Maybe that's silly of me. Tell me what you think. But like, if you're not demonstrating an interest in me, I'm not going to like chase you down and be like, hey, I'm awesome. Don't you see? Like, either you get it or you don't. Yeah, exactly, Karen. Yes. Hey, and if you want the challenge, go for it. I'm not here for it. Like, that is, in my opinion, high school shit. Like, I'm in my Queen of Wands energy. If you see the magic that I possess and you want to, you know, join forces, then let's do it. Let's go. But I'm not chasing you down. Nope, nope, nope. Yes, exactly. I used to do that too. I don't have any time for that ish now. In fact, some of the people that I used to chase are now chasing me, and I don't even respond. I'm just like, nah, like you think I'm this like person that I used to be, but I don't have time for that ish. All right, so we have somebody that pulled back because the other person was clearly not showing prioritization or respect, right? Okay, cool. I'm going to move on. And then we have that Wheel of Fortune again in the reverse. We have that up here as well. So because this person pulled back, it's like pretty quickly after that, this masculine energy was like, oh, you weren't supposed to do that. I thought you were going to chase me. Nope. Nope. Because I'm the Empress. The Empress don't chase, honey. No, I'm too busy building an empire. This Empress was like, no, that's cool. I'll just put my energy back into myself. Queen of Wands in the reverse. We have so much reverse energy here. This is crazy. We have Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Hold on a second. Really? I need to get like just a little bit of clarification on this. I feel like once there was like communication or some sort of moment of understanding, oh, okay, you're not going to pursue me. That's cool. This other person will. Four of Pentacles. It's like, if you don't want to kind of feed my ego, then this other person will. This other person who may be a little bit overly sexual or kind of focused on that, I'll just go hang out with them because they let me hold back my true self. They don't pressure me to actually like let them in or show a flash of my soul like, oh, here it is. What? Oh, no, that's all. I think this person turned around and said, okay, well, I guess I'll go back to this other person, or I guess I'll like pursue a relationship or some sort of, sexual based relationship with this Queen of Wands in the reverse because she's easier. Sorry. I don't mean it like sexually. I mean, that might be true. But more so like, I don't have to actually change who I am. I don't have to grow up for this person. They tolerate my F-boy energy, right? Yeah, exactly. He went to the dark side. Star Wars up in this bitch. I mean, I hope you at least got a lightsaber for it. As a kid, I really thought it was lightsaber. Wah wah. I also used to call them thunderbugs instead of lightning bugs. I mean, it's a cooler name, okay? Like, try it out. I'm sure you'll like it. Right? Isn't that weird, little mousy? I mean, Pisces is hard to replace. Like, I'm not trying to show preference or anything. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Who said this? Butch Tarot, who was like, yeah, I don't know. Pisces are deep. Pisces is like a whole different level. Exactly. It's intense. All right. Sorry. Back to the reading. Ten of Swords, Magician in the reverse. I don't like this, you guys, because we also have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I kind of feel like somebody was messing with your connection. I kind of feel like someone in the community was encouraging this masculine energy to walk away for their own reasons. Now we have the Knight of Wands. And the World. I feel like there was some sort of plot here. Is there somebody like, okay, I do feel like there were at least 3 people involved here because we have this Queen of Wands in the reverse. And this feels to me like competition, like an easier, I don't like to like come out all judgy, but like this is somebody who accepts the low vibe behavior, like if you're going to be dating me, but you're still on, Tinder or whatever, like I'll look the other way because at least you bought me a cool purse. Like, ugh. I'm gonna buy my own purse, okay? I don't know. It's like maybe this side eye on this Knight of Wands It's like somebody was trying to get this masculine to sabotage the situation because they had their sights on this Empress as well. This World card makes me feel like there was something here about expediting the end, expediting the situation that happened, making it so this person would for sure lose the Empress. There could have been a good friend or a family member that on principle rejected this Empress energy. King of Wands, Hierophant in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles. For there to be Hierophant in the reverse underneath the Queen of Wands, I feel like there was either a fake relationship here or that somebody was literally focused on some sort of campaign here to make sure that a relationship did not happen. So we also have the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, I don't want there to be anything good that happens as a result of you two knowing each other. I want you to feel like there wasn't it wasn't worth it. Competition? Jealousy, perhaps? We get a few from the Kipper, and then I think we need some clarifiers. Okay, so Hierophant in the reverse and Marriage in the reverse is like pretty similar. So we have somebody that was either really avoidant as far as a serious relationship, or there was a toxic relationship that got in the way of this actual love situation. Distant horizons. Okay, so I kind of feel like there were two people trying to keep two people apart. Now, these two people that were doing whatever they could, gossiping, lying, perhaps creating some sort of dissonance or distrust. I think each of them wanted one of the people here, right? Because I kind of feel like this King of Wands is actually the King of Wands in the reverse. Like he started to realize what was going on. He started to pick up on the high vibe from the Empress. And then he's looking right at this Knight of Wands like, oh, you actually have a thing for the Empress. And he has his back turned towards this relationship with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. And she got jealous. Marriage in the reverse, mature woman in the reverse. I don't know. This could be a little bit tricky. Kind of feels like we had a bit of a partnership here to make sure that people didn't get into a relationship. Pathway. Sudden wealth. So I think this King of Wands energy, who has let go of some of this low vibration energy that he had before, has started to make improvements in his life, has found a better path for himself, has probably even had some distance here between the community or the social group where he got some of this external opinion. But I think he's walking into a very prosperous part of his life. He may have always had a little bit of money, but I feel like this immature woman was after his money. And did he find that out? I don't know. This is the Steampunk Tarot. We're going to get some clarifiers here for you guys. Lots of tricks indeed. Ooh, Lordy, pickled Pisces. Me too. Not the Gemini part. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Somebody feels like this is too much now. They have to, it's like I have to talk to this person. I have to tell them what happened. Because it kind of comes across to me like this King of Swords in the reverse was hearing from multiple people, either gossip about this Empress, lies about this Empress, or somehow being influenced away. Tell me about the Lily, please. Page of Swords. We keep getting that. We had that here. Right here. There's a balloon, a hot air balloon behind the Page of Swords. And I don't normally see traveling as a component of the Page of Swords, but with that hot air balloon, makes me think of the situations deck. There's a card in here, surprise showing, like surprise visit kind of thing. I think this person is waiting and watching for the right time to have an in-person conversation. Tell me about the community. Six of Cups, people that they've known for a long time, possibly people that they have worked with. Four of Swords in the reverse. Bad influence. These are people that avoid healing, people who don't address the, shadow work or the traumas that they've been through. Low vibe likes to hang out with low vibes, so they don't exactly encourage people to work on their issues, right? Tell me about the cross, please. Six of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles, slow but steady progress. So this person got kind of tossed into a karmic lesson after you walked away. They realized that they were making things worse for themselves by trying to avoid what they actually wanted and by trying to follow a path designed by other people. Like, I'm sure you guys hear this way too often as it is, but don't ever let somebody else tell you what your life should look like. Sure, you have some advice, you have some ideas, cool, constructive criticism, bring it on. But when it comes to what my intuition tells me is the right path, no one can touch that, right? Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're psychic. I don't care if you're older. Your intuition is the most important guide that you have, period. Somebody here was paying too close attention to the opinions of others. Nine of Pentacles. We had that come out up here as well. Look at that giant bird. So that hawk, I think it's a hawk. It's a big one. I don't know what kind it is representative of spirit or your intuition. I think somebody feels in their heart that the right thing to do is to have a conversation with this Empress and see her side of the story and tell her what happened. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Four of Pentacles, the Devil. This person wants to say that it was a rash decision. It was not thought out when they decided to keep their feelings to themselves or not choose this Empress. And it was because they had fear, insecurities. They didn't think they were ready to do right by this Empress. There may have been a little bit of like intimidation. Tell me about the Queen of Wands in the reverse, please. You have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Swords. I think this King of Wands, who is also a lot of kings in the reverse, I think they were either told they needed to stop talking to this Empress, or they were told lies about this. Like, there's somebody here trying to influence how this person saw the Empress in a way that's dishonest. Like, this Queen of Swords is coming across to me as like, I'm going to pretend like I'm telling you information that's for your own good, but it's really for my own good. And I'm lying to you because I want you to not pursue this person, right? Do I shuffle dance? Do you mean when I'm shuffling, I like King of Swords in the reverse? Somebody lied. I think this Queen of Wands lied to the King of Wands. And it could just be like Gone Girl stuff, right? Like, oh no, I'm exactly who you want me to be. Hello there, Redbeard. I don't think I've said hello to you yet. How are you? It happens, Ambit. It's totally fine if you want to watch my videos over and over again. Tell me about this Knight of Wands, please. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. A major loss, a major setback. Could also be somebody who's very materialistic. Five of Pentacles. Magician in the reverse. Shut up. We have the Magician in the reverse right here. I'm clarifying this card. Y'all, we got some shenanigans here. I think we have a conspiracy. I think we have two people or more, but at least two people, this Knight of Wands in the reverse and this Queen of Wands in the reverse, that decided to influence this King of Wands away from the Empress. Okay, so I'm going to use my other little mini deck here. This is the Everyday Witch. All right, so I want to know why the Magician in the reverse for this Knight of Wands. Eight of Swords. The Chariot in the reverse. They wanted to keep someone feeling stuck. They wanted to prevent something from moving forward. They wanted this person to not see who this Empress truly was. Tell me about the Queen of Wands in the reverse. The Tower in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So one of my favorite things to do, as far as like when I conceive of stories to write as an author, is this concept of the Tower in the reverse. The idea that some people spend all of their energy or time trying to manipulate a situation or force an outcome, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, right? Like, if I have to force you to like me, like, ship's already sailed. Somebody did everything they could to make sure this King of Wands walked away from someone else so that they could keep this King of Wands in their energy. And what they actually did was push them away. In my childhood home, there was like a piece of art at the top of the stairs that I remember, and I think of it often, When you truly love something, let it go. Let it be free. If you want to be in a healthy relationship with somebody, you don't create that healthy dynamic by trying to chain them up and making sure that they never leave. Um, I imagine most of you resonate with the idea that, like, I don't even really need a piece of paper to tell me this is my person, right? Like, I want that kind of relationship where we wake up each day and we choose each other, right? Like, that's the goal, right? I don't ever want to be in a relationship where I feel like I'm making somebody stay or I'm making them ignore other people that they're more interested in or that are a better fit for them. Like, nah, I ain't got time for that shit. I'd rather be alone. This person, this Queen of Wands in the reverse, put a lot of energy into trapping this masculine energy to try to keep him. For some of you, this person did black magic. For some of you, this person did evil eye. For some of you, this person tried to bind the King of Wands to them. But she's in the reverse and he has flipped to the upright, which means somebody has, gone through some learning. Tell me about this King of Wands, please. Ten of Swords. Five of Pentacles. This is totally dark night of the soul energy. This person has felt like they've had to fight some battles by themselves. We have a crow and the tree above the Ten of Swords. This feels to me like somebody has been watching this whole thing play out. Some of you may have intuited that, okay, this isn't, thank you, Miss Karen, that this is one of those situations where somebody has taken some time and learned their lesson. You might have the intuition telling you this person might come back around, right? I was looking at the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Two of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God, I love this, you guys. I don't know if you can feel how sweet that energy is. The first indicator for me being that background color. It's really like hopeful, right? Like there's sunshine here. But look at how cute they are. So we have somebody who ran away from the stability that a relationship with you would offer, now coming back around saying, I can't stop thinking about you. You're the one that got away. People been talking some crap about you, and that's why I felt like it was good to just like dip. But they were wrong. They were lying to me. They were like trying to manipulate the situation, like, it's the real McCoy. I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? Missed ya. Yeah, we have somebody that sees it's time to make a return. We have the Fool in the reverse. They feel foolish over walking away from this. Tell me about the sudden wealth, please. Got to know about the monies. The World in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse. Something that this person was not expecting happened. They may have, had like a side business take off. They may have had a promotion they didn't plan. They may have gone, started their own business. There's something here that they did not expect that did really well. They may have bought a lottery ticket, Something has changed financially for this person. Tell me about the Page of Swords, please. Nine of Swords in the reverse. For some of you, this person has been finding a way to keep track of you, know what's going on in your life via social media, or like I said earlier, maybe they have friends that are still connected to you somehow. Thank you, Karen. And this has helped them see, like, they have seen the truth. They have enlightenment here. They understand now, perhaps, that these two players were working against them. Yeah, we have Nine of Swords in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse. They know now. They're finding some hope or faith that there could be a way to recover this situation because they know they were basically being controlled by this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Tell me about the Sun. Forgot to take that out. Whoops. Tell me about the Sun, please. Death. They know now why things ended. They know that it was a manufactured ending. Knight of Wands. By the Knight of Wands. So there's a friendship that might have ended because this person's like, oh, okay. I see you now. I know who you are. Yup. Exactly. Full beast mode. I like it. All right, you guys, I'm going to end it there. I will likely be back pretty soon for the Pisces reading. And then beyond that, of course, I will have some shorts posted for you guys later today. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for a lively chat. You guys are the best. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you later.